Welcome to the voting session of the Central Valley Board of Education, July the 10th, 2024. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pam, can you please call roll? Here.
Ms. Belcastro.
Here.
Mr. Bloom.
Here.
Mrs. Senzo.
Here.
Mr. McDonald.
Here.
Mr. Moab.
Here.
Mr. O'Neill.
Here.
Mr. Ross.
Here.
Mr. Ambrose.
Here. Thank you. Before we get into public comments on agenda items and routine items, Falco, can you mention the fact we're in executive session?
Yes, well, the board held an executive session immediately prior to tonight's meeting to discuss personnel and to receive information.
Okay, thank you very much. Routine items, number 3, public comments on agenda items only. Thank you. Number 4, minutes. To approve the voting session minutes from June the 20th, 2024, found on attachment A. Do I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Analine, seconded by Mr. Senzo. Any discussion on the vote on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, motion carries. Treasurer's report. Mr. O'Neill serves as our treasurer.
The following bills and reports are submitted for approval. A, to confirm the June 2024 general fund payments in the amount of $1,179,469.60. That's on attachment B. Number 2, to confirm the June 2024 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $85,423.78. That's on attachment C. Number 3, to confirm the June 2024 construction fund payments in the amount of $22,862.72. That's on attachment D. And we also have to approve the June 2024 Berkheimer report, which is on attachment E. Make that motion.
Motion by Mr. O'Neill. Do we have a second by Mr. Ross? Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Agenda items. Number 1, to approve a memorandum of understanding with the Central Valley Education Support Professionals regarding the payroll clerk position. I so move.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Bloom. We have a motion and we have a second. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Item B, negotiation items. Mr. O'Neill is our chair.
Number 1, to approve a revised and extended contract for Roberta Roma, confidential secretary, for a period of 3 years from July 1, 2024 to June 30, 2027, with a starting salary of $50,524. Number 2, to approve a revised and extended contract for Amy Zurinsky, confidential secretary, for a period of 3 years from July 1, 2024 to June 30, 2027, with a starting salary of $49,308. I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. O'Neill. Do I have a second? Seconded by Mr. Moad. We have a motion on the floor and a second. Any discussion on that motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Education items. Ms. Belcastro serves as our chairperson.
There's nothing to this time.
Okay, thank you very much. Technology, Mr. McDonald serves as our chair.
We have nothing to report at this time.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Athletics, Mr. Ross is our chair.
To approve team Dr. Amy D'Antonio for the 2024 football season at a stipend of 0. 2, to approve Aaron Matthews as a volunteer varsity football coach at a stipend of 0. Pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. Mr. President.
Okay. You making a motion?
Oh,
Thank you.
so moved.
Motion, do we have a second? Mr. O'Neill, second. We have a motion on the floor and a second. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Extracurricular activities, Mr. Anline is our chairperson.
Nothing to report.
Thank you. Welcome. G, Building and Grounds, Mr. Senzo is our chairperson.
To approve, confirm the following building usage, requests, the buildings listed, organization, date, and the purpose. I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Senzo. Do we have a second? Seconded by Mr. Ross. We have a motion on the floor and a second. Any discussion on that motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Personnel, you're a popular person here. Mr. Bloom is our chairperson.
Number 1, to approve a maternity leave followed by an FMLA leave for an elementary employee ID number 1920 from September 20th, 2024 to January 1st, 2025 as presented. Number 2, to approve an intermittent FMLA request for a custodian employee ID number 397 from June 17th, 2024 to June 16th, 2025. Number 3, to approve Amy Powell as a full-time second shift custodian, the rate in accordance with the CVESP MOU, as well as in accordance with the CVESP agreement, pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances, effective July 8th, 2024. Number 4, to approve Stephen Anderson as a paraprofessional at a rate of $18 per hour in accordance with the CVESP agreement, pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances, effective August 20th, 2024. Number 5, to approve Crystal Adkins as a paraprofessional at a rate of $18 an hour in accordance with the CVESP agreement, pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances, effective August 20th, 24. Number 6, to approve Ann Springer as a paraprofessional at a rate of $18 per hour in accordance with the CVESP agreement, pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances, effective August 20th, 2024. Anything else, Dr. Perry?
That is all.
I so moved.
So moved. Do we have a second? Seconded by Ms. Belcastro. We have a motion on the floor and a second. Any discussion on that motion? All in favor, say aye. Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Finance items, Mr. Moad is our chair.
No finance items this time.
Thank you very much. Okay, our favorite time of the day, public comment. We do not have public comment at this time. Superintendent's comment.
I have none.
Any board member comments?
I have one.
Okay,
I'd like to thank Dr. Perry and the other members of the negotiations committee. Somebody apparently picked up the slack when I was unable to perform.
okay,
So I don't want to thank the pinch hitters. Thank you.
welcome. Well served. Okay. Motion to adjourn. Motion by Ms. Belcastro, seconded by Mr. Ross. Meeting adjourned.